2011, London, England. A man walked into Halifax Bank, had a plan, had a gun, had a bag for money, had £700,000 in mind. Very specific amount. Not a round number, not give me everything. Exactly 700,000. Suggests careful calculation, financial planning, budget assessment. Really thought about his needs. Too bad he didn't think about which hand held which item. That oversight would become extremely important very quickly. He approached the counter, ready to make his demand, ready to execute the robbery. The plan required clear communication, show dominance, establish control, demand the money, provide container for funds. Standard bank robbery protocol. Most criminals manage this sequence. Point weapon, hand over bag, receive money, leave. 4 simple steps. This robber confused step 2 and step 3, mixed up the order, grabbed the wrong item, made history. He reached out to hand the bag to the cashier. The bag for collecting £700,000, except he didn't grab the bag. Grabbed his gun, extended his hand, gave the cashier his weapon, the tool he needed for intimidation, the item that makes robbery possible. Just handed it over. Like giving someone your business card, except business cards don't have firing mechanisms. This was significantly worse than any networking mistake. The cashier accepted the gun, looked at it, looked at the robber, processed what just happened, realized the situation, made a decision, turned the gun around, pointed it at the robber's own weapon, now aimed at him, by the person he was trying to rob. Really efficient role reversal, usually takes more effort to disarm someone. This cashier just waited for delivery, accepted the weapon, assumed control, didn't even have to struggle. Think about this moment from the robber's perspective. You walk into a bank, plan to steal £700,000, intend to use a gun for intimidation, reach out your hand, realize you've just armed the cashier, realize your weapon is pointed at you, realize you've completely reversed the power dynamic, all within seconds. That's a lot of realization. Very compressed timeline for understanding how badly things went wrong. Most people have longer to process their mistakes. This happened immediately. Instant karma, immediate consequences. The robber ran, left the bank, left his gun, left his bag, left his £700,000 dream, fled empty-handed. Well, not completely empty-handed. He stole something on the way out. Not money, not valuables. A bicycle. Someone's bicycle. Probably an employee's. Used it for his getaway. Rode away from the bank on stolen bike. The robbery failed. The gun was gone. The money was still in the vault. But at least he had transportation. 2 wheels and shame. Better than nothing. Barely. £700,000 is specific. Not a round number. Not an estimate. Exactly 700,000. Why that amount? Did he need it for something specific? Debt payment? Purchase? Investment? The precision suggests planning, research, calculation. Someone who thinks about details, someone who considers exact figures, someone who apparently doesn't think about which hand holds the weapon. Selective attention to detail, really focused on the money, not focused on basic object identification. Different priorities than most successful criminals. The gun bag confusion is remarkable. These are different objects, different weights, different shapes, different functions. Gun has trigger, bag has opening. Gun is metal, bag is fabric. Multiple sensory differences. Touch alone should indicate which is which. Yet somehow he grabbed wrong item, extended wrong hand, gave away his leverage. The confusion suggests either extreme nervousness or fundamental lack of preparation, possibly both. Neither helps with robbery success. The cashier's response deserves recognition. Someone hands you a gun. You could panic, could freeze, could comply immediately. This cashier chose option 4. Turn the weapon on its owner. Bold move, risky decision. Worked perfectly. The robber had already demonstrated confusion, had already shown poor judgment, probably seemed unlikely to escalate further. The cashier read the situation correctly, made the power play, won the confrontation. Without security training, without weapons experience, just quick thinking and recognition of opportunity. The bicycle theft adds insult to injury. Robbery failed, gun lost. Had to steal basic transportation just to leave. Not a car, not a motorcycle, a bicycle. Pedal power. Human-powered getaway. The person who planned to steal £700,000 ended the day with a bike worth maybe 100. Different scale of theft. Different level of success. From bank robbery to bicycle borrowing. Really adjusted expectations downward. Rapid career regression. Started high, ended low. London has many Halifax Bank branches. This happened at one of them. The story doesn't specify which branch. Probably for the best. That location would become famous. The branch where the robber gave the cashier his gun. Not great for business, not the reputation banks want. Come to Halifax, where criminals donate their weapons. Different marketing angle than most financial institutions prefer. The branch probably doesn't mention this incident during new employee training. Or maybe they do. As example of what not to do. Wrong perspective. Example of what cashiers might encounter. Really unusual workplace scenario. The escape on bicycle creates visual comedy. Imagine security footage. Man runs from bank, grabs bicycle, pedals away frantically. Not the dramatic getaway most robberies produce. No screeching tires, no engine noise. Just someone riding a bicycle with intense urgency. Probably standing on pedals. Really committed to speed. Maximum effort with minimal transportation. The contrast between the crime attempted and the escape method is perfect. Grand larceny ambitions. Bicycle theft reality. Police investigation must have been interesting. What happened? Robber came in, demanded £700,000. Gave his gun to the cashier. Cashier pointed gun at robber. Robber ran away on stolen bicycle. Not the typical bank robbery report. Usually involves more traditional sequences, more conventional progression. This case featured weapon donation, role reversal, bicycle theft. Really expanded the definition of how robberies can go wrong. Set new standards for failure. Created fresh categories of criminal error. Though, the £700,000 remains unexplained. Why that number? What was the plan for it? Was it researched? Calculated? Random? The specificity suggests thought. Preparation. Someone who knew exactly what they needed. Someone who spent time planning the financial aspect. Zero time planning the physical execution. Balanced priorities poorly. Really understood money better than mechanics. Could calculate funds better than manage objects. Different skill distribution than helpful for bank robbery. The cashier became unlikely hero. Didn't use force, didn't fight back, just accepted what was offered. Turned it around. Literally. Physical rotation of weapon. Conceptual rotation of power. Simple movement. Massive impact. The robber made it possible. Created the opportunity. Handed over the means of his own defeat. The cashier just recognized the situation. Took advantage. Demonstrated that sometimes the best defense is accepting what attackers give you, then using it against them. The robber learned several lessons that day. Check which hand holds what. Verify items before handing them over. Don't mix up weapons and containers. Plan escape transportation better than bicycles. Reconsider £700,000 goals. These seem obvious, fundamental, common sense, yet all required learning through experience. Expensive education, no money gained, gun lost, bicycle stolen, pride destroyed. Really paid full price for these lessons. No scholarship, no discount. Complete tuition through complete failure. This story represents perfect criminality reversed. Every element that should work failed, every advantage became disadvantage. The weapon became enemy's tool, the demand became joke. The getaway became comedy. The precision became pointless. All within minutes. Complete inversion of expectations. Really efficient demonstration of how not to rob banks. Educational material. Training content. Example for everyone what happens when you confuse guns with bags. Basic object recognition matters, especially during crimes.